All right, and then this will be on my live on my YouTube channel on a Survivor's Life on YouTube. So if you guys want to check that out, please like, subscribe, share. To get the information out there is the most important thing. When we know better, we do better. So I want to make sure that we know better these days because we don't have to not know. It's very important to be in the know. Now, I really didn't have a topic, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about things that I do know, which is breast cancer. So, I support the American Cancer Society. The American Cancer Society is a 24-hour place where you can contact them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and someone's there to answer the phone, answer your questions, get what you need, answer, the hard questions that you don't know the answer to. If you went to the doctors that day and they gave you a diagnosis like they did me, and I was so confused, I didn't know what to think. I was really confused as to what the doctor was talking about. And I have medical terminology. I'm a registered medical assistant. And so I was so confused as to what the doctor was talking about half the time at the doctor's office. So American Cancer Society came in and I was able to call them sometimes at 3 o'clock in the morning so that I can get answers to my questions because I didn't know what I had, what is cancer. No one in my family had cancer. So I wanted to know what was going on. So we are going into the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You guys are going to see a lot of pink. So even leading up to Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is October. But I don't know why it's the most talked about, it's the most popular type of cancer, breast. It affects men and women. So men can get breast cancer too. So do your checks. And how you would do a check is you would raise your arm and use your 2 fingers and do circular motions. And so this is how you know. If you feel something on one side that you don't feel on the other side, you probably need to go get that checked out. And don't stop because you have to advocate for yourself like I did not do the first time. But I didn't know. But you guys are going to know. So go get yourself checked because if that doctor doesn't want to do your mammogram or want to send you for testing or anything, go get another doctor. It's just that simple. Even if you don't have insurance, I stayed away from the doctor because I didn't have insurance. Is that a good reason not to go to the doctor? No, because you're still going to be alive. Or if you want to be alive, you need to advocate for yourself and say, okay, I am going to go to the doctor and this doctor doesn't do it for me. I'm going to go to another doctor. When they made one, they made more. There's more than one candy shop in town. So best thing to do, keep on going, get what you need. Like I always say, you are the CEO of your life. Advocate for yourself is very important. And you want to be here. You want to be here for your children. You want to be here for your family and get what you need. So these are the reasons why I really do support American Cancer Society because they're going to make sure that you're going to your doctor's appointments. They provide transportation. If you're in active treatment, American Cancer Society will allow you to get free rides through them if you're in active treatment. Also, they're going to provide you lodging. So say, for instance, if you live far from the doctor where you go, you're going to be able to get lodging at their Hope Lodge as long as the doctor signs off on it, which I'm sure he would if you're in active treatment, that you'll be able to get lodging. So quick story. And this is a true life story. And I'm so happy that I'm able to talk about it without breaking down and crying. That's how you know therapy does work. When people say therapy don't work, therapy works. Because I'm in active treatment. I'm in therapy right now. And it's actually been working. I've been working through a lot of different things, and it's working for me. And so, I hope whoever is unhealed out here, get some medical professional help to help them also. So, I lived at the Hope Lodge, not very long, but I did stay at the Hope Lodge during my first diagnosis. So I was at home, and I pretty much had a mental break when I was diagnosed. I had a mental break, and so I stopped going to work. So if I don't work, then I don't eat, I don't live, I lost my house and all of that stuff. So I was homeless. And I'm not ashamed to say that I was homeless at one point. It wasn't very long, but I was homeless. When I would leave treatment, have my chest pumped full of poison, I went to stay in my back seat of my car. I'm not with my kids. My kids were going. I put them on their dad. To have their dad take care of them, but so they wouldn't have to go through so much with me because I was in a bad place in life. So the cancer diagnosis is shocking. You don't believe that it can happen to you, but it can. It definitely can. Don't say, "Oh, can it be me?" It definitely can. I never thought that it would be me either. And it doesn't run in the family either because I had the testing for genetics and it doesn't run in the family. But you wouldn't even know, how I am. People always look at you and they want to judge you like a book. Judge that book by its cover, but don't judge a book by its cover. You don't know what that book has been through. And then it's not of God. So, and this is all going towards the testimony. This is all the test through my testimony. So I was in active treatment. I was taking the worst type of cancer treatment, which is the adriamycin and Cytoxan. They call it the red devil. So what the red devil does is it pretty much takes you out. Like you can't stand up. It's so bad. You're upset. Your stomach is upset. You're very, very sick. So I was taking adriamycin, Cytoxan, and then Herceptin too. And I wasn't even able to, do a lot of the things like normal, regular things. And so I would take to go to my treatment and I would go sleep in the backseat of my car because I didn't have a place to live because I was evicted because I didn't pay my bill. I didn't pay my rent. And so I didn't have a place to live. And so not having a place to live, okay, I got to go stay somewhere. And I threw out most of all my stuff. I didn't care. It's like I stopped caring about life. I had given up on life. That's what cancer did to me. It made me want to give up on life. That's why I drunk myself into a drunken stupor half the time because I didn't know how to cope with life. But laying in that back seat, I prayed a lot. Of course, it brought me closer to faith, closer to God. And now, looking back on it now, I know that it's, part of my testimony, because I did pray a lot. I still prayed. See, the Lord's still blessing me through the mess. So I say all that to say this, that I contacted my social worker at the James Wilmot Cancer Center is where I went. So the social worker there got me connected with the Hope Lodge. And so I stayed there for a little while. And it was okay. It was really, they help you like go to treatment. They provide meals. They're really helpful. They have a lot of great information. And they even have their own business center. They have a kitchen. You can cook there. So it was a really decent place. And it was clean, nice, and tidy. I had my own room, my own bathroom. It was a nice place. So if anyone needs help during, their cancer treatment, I would recommend to go to the Hope Lodge to get, if they don't have a place, even if they're just driving from like an hour, 2 hours, or how many hours they have to go away from their cancer center, you can always contact the Hope Lodge. Good thing is I didn't have to stay there very long. I asked my aunt if I can, live with her, and I stayed with her for about 2 months. I stayed with her until I got my own place, until I kind of snapped out of it. But yeah, it was really stressful at that time, but Hope Lodge is available for a place to stay. So I wanted to touch on that. Also, just visit cancer.org, not necessarily just for breast cancer. American Cancer Society assists with all types of cancers. So it's not just breast cancer, it's all cancers. It's just to provide that information, so that they have lots of different types of cancer, multiple myeloma, they have breast cancer, bladder cancer, throat cancer, like all different types of cancers. So if you need information regarding cancer, I recommend go to cancer.org. Lots of great information. If you know someone that is diagnosed with breast cancer, I would recommend also to just reach out to American Cancer Society directly. Their 24-hour line is 1-800-227-2345. That's a good number to contact someone there to get assistance. And they also do provide smoking cessation. So if you're smoking cigarettes, we all know smoking is bad. But if you're still smoking, stop. Because even those Black and Milds, even those cigars, anything that has a label on it, go ahead and get rid of it. You don't need to be smoking cigarette. What do you get out of that? What do you get out of smoking a cigarette after the first, I want to say, maybe week or smoking? There's nothing coming out of that. Nothing at all. So I would recommend stop smoking. Don't smoke in the car with your kids. Even with the window down, don't smoke in the car with your kids. Don't smoke. If you're on oxygen, I have a lot of patients that be on oxygen. That's what they're doing. Still smoking. Stop smoking. Don't smoke on oxygen, especially. There's a Cancer Survivors Network also. So you will always be able to get in contact with someone through the Cancer Survivors Network, and they'll be able to, gather your information and just speak with other survivors like myself. I'm not part of the Cancer Survivor Network, even though I might join, but I am a Reach for Recovery advocate, which is like a survivors network also, but with American Cancer Society, a different avenue. And so, also, I wanted to talk a little bit about St. Jude's. St. Jude's, I donate to St. Jude's. So I decided not to give my tithing money to the church anymore. Because as long as it's going to a good cause, what's the harm in that? So I donate to St. Jude's. All of their proceeds go to help children with cancer. And so if you guys want to donate to St. Jude's, please do so. I also do have a link for myself to donate for American Cancer Society. But St. Jude's, and you can go onto my my Instagram page, which is A Survivor's Life, or a Facebook page, Kimberly Survivor Wyatt, and you can click on the link there and donate. The monies do go directly to American Cancer Society, not me. And if you're having problems with the link, click it one more time. I promise you'll get a receipt. A lot of people saying they were having problems with the link. The link is working. So please click the link more than one time. You may have to put the monies in more than one time, but when you get a receipt, that's how you know that the payment went through. But it is a donation, so it is a tax write-off. So you'll be able to get something back at the end of the year with your receipt. But this is the calendar that I got from St. Jude's. So funny story that go along with this. Look at the kids in here. They're so cute. They are so cute. So this is my calendar that I got. But funny story that goes along with this. So I decided to take my tithing money out of the church. And the reason being, I visited a church. Not saying I'm against church. I love me some church. But I visited the church and, they had the praise and worship and it was great. I had a great time, everything. But the pastor, he went up and he preached for about 20 minutes. It was really quick. So I was like, oh, is it over that fast? Okay. So they had already passed the collection plate, of course. But I felt like the pastor went in the back and was counting the money. Like, I don't know. I don't really know if that's what it was going on. But that's what it felt like. Like, did he leave in 5-10 minutes to go count that money? So I decided at that very moment, like, not to give my money to churches, to put my money towards where I know that it will be going towards something good and I would know it's going to be helping people. So I decided to give my money to St. Jude. So I have an automatic draft monthly. So you can do auto draft to have monies come out for different causes. But I chose St. Jude so that, I can help the children, to live. It's very important. Also, just one more thing I wanted to talk about. So I got this. I ordered this from TikTok Shop. So this is a little teapot, and it's a steeper. So you can put your tea in there. I've ordered it for this. Okay. So I ordered this from the Greenhouse. It's in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And so a lady named Karen, she owns the Greenhouse, and she has this and lots of different things too. But this is very helpful for people that have lymphatic drainage. And so this is what I'll be using the teapot for. Isn't it so cute? It's a glass teapot. It's very small. So I'll put it in here and I'll steep it, and then I'll be able to have my lymphatic tea to help me with my lymph nodes. I had 16 lymph nodes removed in my arm, so this will help me to drain, my arm. So That's what this is for. But this I thought was super cute. So I will let you guys know how this worked out. But I believe it's definitely going to do what it's supposed to do. Yep. So I believe that is what I had for today. But yes, I would love for you guys to check out the greenhouse. It's in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. She has lots of different types of teas, holistic, to help with, body and depression, different ones. I suffer from depression too sometimes because of the breast cancer and just life in general. And so I got that one for depression. So I will let you guys know. So you only need 1 teaspoon in boiling water, and you mix the entire package and you steep it for 5 minutes. So this is what this is for, to steep. So, and then you drink it. So just trying to find healthy ways to do things instead of trying to use medication. Every time I go to the doctor, oh, you're on this medication, that medication. No, I'm not on any medication. I decided not to put myself on any medication. How you doing? You glad? Thank you. So yeah, I just wanted everyone to know American Cancer Society and Greenhouse, and I give to St. Jude's, and I'm going to be putting up a link if you guys want to send a donation. Also, please subscribe to my channel, A Survivor's Life on YouTube. And I'll see you guys back on Sunday at 7:30 p.m.